Yo, what's cracking? As y'all always know, and as I always started off with, ain't nothing new under the sun. So that being said, in light of recent events and with the videos and everything starting to gain traction and pick up, I always say that how do I put this? Not every immigrant or individual of immigrant lineage is a tether, but every tether is an immigrant or of immigrant lineage, just as I've shown you in the past with Jose LaBraca or Mr. Presbyterian's Hugh Hefner himself, Michael Ashby, or Mrs. Evelyn Campos Santos, whose name actually translates into Camp of the Saints. It's funny because her morals, her ethics, and her actions seem to be more in tune with a den of sinners. But anyways, what I want to do is I want to take the time to give someone their flowers. Aww. And how do I put this? This is an individual who understands the difference between being a sovereign, being a divinely sovereign being, and then just existing and going along with what it is that they tell you to do, right? This individual also has made the ultimate sacrifice, just as my brother I told you about before, Kevin, aka the Gullah Richardson, or as I also like to call him, the Prince of the Gullah Geechee Sayings. But with that said, I want to actually introduce you to Jen Roro. Everyone, please reach out and show some love and some support. And the reason I'm saying that is that she was a delegate as well as an organizer. I believe she started off as a delegate, but she came to an organizer for basically over a decade. And she wasn't one of those people that went along to get along. She didn't play the Campos Santos game or the Mr. Ashby. As long as I can smell some skirts, I'll do whatever works for the man. And he likes to, you know, as they say, bender the rules, but we don't get too deep into that. But she was one of those people that actually stood on business. She lived by her code of ethics and did what was right. She upheld the CBA as well as the laws, unlike the rest of the organizers or VPs, as I've already shown you. And I will continue to show you throughout this series because I've been chopping up and collecting receipts. But that being said, she also paid the ultimate sacrifice and lost her job. So I'm going to let her do a brief explanation. And then after that, you can actually go and find her social media accounts. I'll actually put those in the description.
I cannot believe that after over a decade of advocating for thousands of workers' rights, representing hundreds of members' grievances, winning hundreds and thousands of dollars back for workers, educating and empowering workers to have a voice on the job, and my rights end up being violated as a union rep, I get unjustly terminated along with some of my peers. I'm infuriated. I'm hurt. For exercising my First Amendment freedom of speech during a campaign, the biggest injustice in labor history. So I am asking you for your support in this fight that we're about to take on to raise awareness and injustices committed in the workplace, disparate treatment of retaliatory behavior, and to also speak up for those other union reps that are also at-will employees, that we represent workers' rights for a living, but we don't have those rights at work. I'm speaking up. So I want you to come with me on this journey, wherever it might take us. Starting from the day that my life was changed on a Teams call on Monday, June 16th. And my name is Jennifer Rodriguez, and I'm here to advocate for myself and others that have been unjustly terminated.
Hey, today marks the 100th day since I was unjustly terminated after serving the company over a decade of my time. And since that day, baby, I decided that before serving the world, I was going to serve myself. And out of that, Unbranded was born. That's where the cup of coffee comes in, where it says, I'm happy to serve me, baby. That's just to walk around with a daily reminder that before you serve the world, make sure that you serve yourself. So, baby, I need your support, and I need the internet to do what the internet does, baby. I decided to take this content creation and this entrepreneurship full time because I'm betting on me, but I also need you. So make sure you come check out my page, show me some love, share it with a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, and check out one of my hoodies. You can't tell me you don't like this hoodie. I need you to go support Unbranded, check out my cool merch, and baby, this is just a reminder that we don't subscribe to labels or brands, and Unbranded is about making you the brand. I'll see you later. By the way, I'm having a pop-up on Friday. Check my profile and my stories. I don't want to do too much, okay? This is not just merch. I'm full of personality, so come and see me. Mwah. Bye. Love ya.
Haven't you noticed that the people that tell you that you're doing too much are the very same people that are not even doing enough? Baby, keep doing you, because those people haven't even gotten started to be judging you. Have a great day. Message. Mwah. Bye.
But yeah, like I told you, it's a real dangerous game out here, and no matter, it is what it is. So you either gonna lay down or you're gonna get down. But I'm telling you now, 1199, no matter what institution you work for, they are not gonna back you. And if you think I'm playing, I implore all of you, after you finish watching this, do me one favor. You call your union office. You call the 1199 union office, because you know that every 2 to 3 years we come up for new contract negotiations, right? Well, you ask them, how does the pay system for contract arbitrators work? Because, you know, me being a delegate for 1199 under good old Campo Santos, for the time and the tenure that I did, I learned a few things. And one of them is that 1199 contract arbitrators are paid on a 2-tier system. A portion of their salary is paid by 1199, and the other portion of their salary is paid by the institution that they work for, that they came from. Which means if the contract arbitrator for, let's say, NYU Langone, they would get a portion of the salary from NYU and the other portion from 1199. But my question is this: what sense does it make for someone who is sitting across the table from your basically opposition when it comes time for contract negotiation is getting paid to negotiate your contract by the people that you're negotiating against? Sounds like a conflict of interest to me, but when you have people in charge that don't know what they're doing and are too afraid to actually ask questions or do their job properly, or maybe they're getting paid under the table, I don't know. But I tell you what, I know when I can smell bullshit, and I'm going to continue to expose it every chance I get. As long as I roll out of bed in the morning, we're going to walk these dogs. And on that note, let me get out of here. Remember, realize, transparency forces accountability. Y'all keep your eyes to the stars, keep that head on a swivel, and remember, it's a dirty game out here, but you got to play to win. And if you don't bet on you, you're going to lose every time.
I told you we on your head.